Tough loss to Lafayette. I thought they did a really good job with their game plan. Very patient, just kind of methodical approach, and just the way they played us defensively. Very, very patient with us, and trying to eliminate the big play, and just kind of bend don't break philosophy. I thought our changes that we made defensively put us in a position to be competitive. Even with the injuries that we've sustained, we're able to play more competitively than we did the week before, and did improve. Although I just think the game came down to, about the 11-minute mark in the fourth quarter when it's a 4-point game. They were able to finish, and we weren't. We settled for field goals in a couple scenarios where they got touchdowns, and it was just enough to keep us out of reach. And so got to give them credit for the game plan that they executed, and when we had an opportunity to go ahead, we didn't capitalize on it, and it just was a special teams breakdown, a couple of defensive breakdowns, and then the inability to get a first down offensively, all of it within about a 5-minute period when it was critical. So we got to improve. We still have a lot to play for. We're going to obviously need help to get into the championship game, but really all we can concentrate on is trying to find a way to regroup and figure out what this team is capable of, overcome some of the adversity and challenges that we're facing, and get a win this week. Glad we're playing at home. I have a tremendous amount of respect for how Texas State is playing. I think they've had one of the best defenses in the league the last few years, and I know Jake will have the offense going, so it'll be a challenge to get a win this week.
Thank you very much, Coach. As a reminder to our members of the media to star one to get in the queue. Our first questions come from Luke Matheson. Luke, please go ahead.
Hey, Blake, he was talking about the Texas State offense, and statistically they're doing a lot more in the passing game than they are the running game. Kind of what's the plan for them this week?
Really the plan is I think the way it's going to be every week is find a way for us to just get better. Man, we're obviously playing a lot of guys that weren't expected to play at the beginning of the year. Schematically, we made some changes to try to overcome that, and we improved from Georgia State to Lafayette, but we've got to improve even more defensively. Hopefully we can make them uncomfortable and keep the quarterback from patting the ball and defend in the back end. But we just got to improve in general. We can and need to just get better at what we're doing. Offensively, we got to get touchdowns, not field goals. Too many field goal opportunities this past week when we needed to score touchdowns, and so I think it's more about us right now, and maybe it's going to stay that way all the way through with just where we're at and the challenges that we're facing.
I know last week Marcel was obviously back, ran the ball a lot. How big is it to have him back on that offense?
Well, it's big. I'd love to think that he was 100%. I don't think he quite is. You saw at times where I think he's still missing a little bit, but every day he'll get better, and hopefully by Saturday he'll be 100%. They were very patient with how they played us defensively and forced us to hand the ball off a good bit on a lot of our RPO type calls. They were insistent on making us hand it off, and he did a great job. But I think there's still more to gain, and I think we can continue to improve there as well, and force people in a position where they can't play us, that way. And as he gets healthier and we get better at what we're doing, hopefully we'll be able to dictate a little bit more of what people how they play us.
You mentioned just focusing on Arkansas State. What are some of the things that you've worked on over the past few days and will be working on this week just to do that to get better?
Well, the schematic changes we made defensively, there's a lot of little things about that we got to improve upon and make sure that our kids can just go out and react and not have to think. Offensively, getting a couple guys healthy like Marcel, getting him healthy where he can play at a higher level, and just trying to bring Lane along where he can work from progression to progression. That's something he struggled with in his first few starts, and his ability to just to calm down in the pocket and check the ball down or throw it away. So every rep he's going to get is going to make him better, and every day that we get to help Marcel feel better is going to improve his effectiveness. So beyond that, it's just overall improvement in any area that we can get it.